Today we are taking a pen blank. This happens to be black walnut. This happens to be black walnut. This happens to be a seam ripper. We are going to put the pen blank on the lathe. We're going to drill a hole in it. We are going to turn it down, put some decorations on it, put a finish on it, sand it, and glue in the seam ripper. Fun little project. If that's something you're interested in watching me go through all of the steps on, I'd love to have you stick around. We are going to make a handle for this little seam ripper. It's a pretty simple project. It's like turning a pen, but we're just going to mount it in the pin jaws, maybe between centers, and turn it down. So the first thing I did is realize I'm going to leave the protective cap on it. So we're going to drill it in about that far and CA glue it. So I got my drill bit optimizer 1764. So I found this 1764 bit, and we're going to mount it in a Jacob's chuck and mount the wooden pin jaws and drill it on the lathe and turn it down. Alright, here we go. We've got it mounted in here. We've got my Jacob chucks in here. We've got that locked down. Alright, here we go, ready to drill this. I've got my proper drill bit in here. I marked it, that's about how deep I need to go. It's just in some pin jaws. I tightened it up. We're going to go fairly slow. That's 360. Take this off. We don't want the ring on. And that's going to slide in there just about where I want it and not come back out. Alright, so I ran the drill bit back in there again, and that's essentially exactly where I want it. I'm going to be careful getting it back out of there. So that's going to work. Now I'm going to put my cone on this end, live center, and then put a dead center on this side and turn it between centers. Now, there we go. So the center's right here between all those bits. About right there, you kind of look at it. This other end, we're just going in the hole that I just made. And we don't need to be super tight with any of this. And so now, what we're going to do bring this up. So our tool, I don't know what tool we're going to use. It's just center here. And we're going to scrape the edges off, and then we're going to just round it. Maybe put some decoratives there, maybe put some lines, burn some lines in right here. Alright, we're going to turn this off. We're about middle of the road. I don't want a whole lot of space between this and the tool. And I'm going to just cut off right here so it doesn't break off. I'll rub the bevel, bring it down in here, turn it a little bit, cut right there. That's about 900. That's pretty slow, but you can hear the wood's kind of soft. You can hear it's cutting good. You can tell when it's round. That's kind of cutting up. It's kind of cutting upstream, which I shouldn't really do. Go faster. Alright, today in this video we are making a handle, which is, let's just pretend like it's a pen blank, basically for a seam ripper. And a seam ripper is just this cute little yellow thing with a point on it. And I've drilled a hole in here. It's going to slide right in there like that. And then I'm going to just make this nice and round. It's bigger for an older arthritic hand like mine are nowadays. Well, alright, so I'm just kind of roughing it out right now. Haven't really tried even to get very smooth, but I'm getting close. We can make a couple of really nice I don't like this tool anymore. Alright, we switched to the big guns. Having a hard time because this camera's in the way, or I just haven't done this in forever. It's getting close to where I really want it. Well, that is about right where I want it. Let's scrape a tiny bit off it. So I was kind of carving that with this. I think it actually looks pretty good. Alright, now I'm going to hit it with sandpaper from top to bottom, and then I'll show you how I put some wire grooves in it. And we're not going to watch sanding. Too crazy. This is up to 400 and that'll be good. So 120, 220. 400. Looks pretty good to me. Alright, now I've got this wire burner kit. Alright, well I put some marks in there with my skew and hit it a little bit with some 300. They're kind of big finger grip marks, they're not just burn marks. And then I've got this wire burner kit to create details. I don't know what the difference in size is, but I'll just turn this back on. Put the wire in the hole, and it will just start to smoke. Give me a nice burn. That just kind of makes it look cool. Alright, so that's how I'm going to do some wire burning marks in it. And now I'm going to wipe this down, see how it looks. Looks good to me. And then I'm going to put some, this stuff looks pretty good, crystal coat. And it's just a friction polish, which will just give this a nice natural feeling. I'm going to go to just a slow, nice and slow speed. So that's one thing. If you don't have a variable speed lathe, I'd highly recommend getting one. It makes such a difference. Alright, so that walnut color just came out. That looks really good to me. I like it. So the way this stuff works, you're supposed to soak it on. Okay, so like it said, put it on my hand, let it soak in with medium pressure in a lint-free cloth. Squeeze it and just give it some heat. I'll get in these little cracks I made. Get in on the end. Okay, that's pretty much ready to go. I'm going to speed it up, part it off, just hand sand the end, and put a little finish on the end. So I'll get my thin parting tool back out, and you know you never move the banjo with the lathe on. That's absolutely not allowed. And you never hide your tools. Because if you hide your tools, you don't know where they are. So the idea here is we're just going nice and slow. It's going to come off. No harm, no foul. I was doing that fairly slow, and now I've just got a tiny little nib there that I can get taken care of with some sandpaper really quick. Alright, so I'm just sanding this off a little bit, nice and careful like that, and then I'll turn around and cup it in my hand, make sure it gets round, stays nice and round. Okay, now to finish this, I sanded this a tiny bit to rough it up. We'll double check that it still fits. It does, and I'm going to just put CA glue in here. Try not to get it all over myself or my fingers. Yep. And I'm going to just slide this in. And my CA glue is pretty thick. Well, so there we go. It's going to be our finished handle for a seam ripper. Alright, there we go. That's our finished project. It turned out really cool. I think I like it. Basically started with a pen blank and a seam ripper. I bought these, a whole bunch of them for pennies, and you can make these, sell them for $5 and it's all profit. Alright, that's a wrap on our project. Like, share, subscribe, call your mom, and even if your mom wants one of these, let me know. I can make a whole bunch more of them. I can batch them out, and they're really kind of a fun project.